Good morning. Today is Saturday, April 19th, Holy Saturday, and you are watching Port Allen Pelicans baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. We are just underway here at Port Allen High School. Leadoff batter for the Port Allen Pelicans was Malik Green, the captain, junior. He got an infield hit, and the ball was overthrown from the second baseman to the first baseman, allowed him to advance to second, which is where we stand. And now Port Allen's second batter in the order is up with an 0-1 count, and looks like Osborne's going to successfully steal third uncontested. So Osborne is at third base. You could probably see him there on the left-hand corner of your screen. Up to bat right now is Errol West, Jr. On the hill for the for the Kittens is number 9, Devin Wicker. And Wicker right now is delivering to Errol West with a 1-1 count. Runner on third. That's where we stand. There's the pitch. That's slider outside, ball 2. And he's going to swing a little out of the strike zone. It's a chopper. It should be enough to advance the runner. Runner's out at first, and it looks like wisely Green is going to think before trying to advance. So that is the first out of the inning, and that's going to hold the runner at third base. And stepping into the batter's box now for the Pelicans is number 3, Lorenzo Osborne, also a junior. So we have one down, runner on third. And let's see what Wicker's going to bring with the pitch. He's going to deliver. Slider. Strike that curveball outside, ball 1. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day for baseball out here. I'm happy for you all to be logging in at home, but really you should be out here at the ballpark. It's about 70 degrees, all sunny. And there's a shot right up the middle through the hole. Base hit. That's going to drive in the first run of the game for the Pelicans as Green crosses home plate, and Osborne is safe at first, and the Pelicans have drawn first blood at the expense of the Kittens. 1-0, Port Allen. 1 down, top of the first. And if you're wondering why Port Allen is batting first, technically on the Louisiana High School Athletic Association schedule, this is a home game for the Southern Lab Kittens. Runner's going, and he's going to steal safely as the catcher, Larry Key, kind of bobbled that ball, was low in the dirt, so that'll advance the runner to second. Anyway, this was originally a home game scheduled for Southern Lab, so they will bat last, but as you can see, this Port Allen facility, as far as high school baseball goes, is really nice, so I really can't blame Coach Thompson or Coach Holden for wanting to use the facility here. It is very nice. The grass is well cut. That's a pitch out, and the ball rolls out, and the runner's going to advance to third uncontested. So that's a steal for Osborne, as Key could not hold on to that pitch out, wasn't ready for it, kind of rolled to the backstop a little bit. So once again, the Pelicans have a runner on third with one away. 2-0 count to the batter, number 15, Alex Hebert, a sophomore. And it sounds like there's some bullfrogs almost in the Port Allen dugout calling for a rip. They certainly got a rip last go round from Lorenzo Osborne. Let's see what we have here. There's I believe that's Coach Holden walking out to the hill to have a little chit chat with Wicker, and Coach Laborde is also having a little briefing session there with number 15 Alex Hebert, and we'll resume the at bat. Should be a 2-0 count. Looks like they're working the scoreboard a little bit there. 2-0 count, one away. I'd like to remind you that if you're not checking out LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com live sporting events, you can also catch the Louisiana All-American Sports Radio Show live Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. with Coach Perry Daniels and myself. And yet you're wondering, it is 11 a.m. Yes, we are on the air. The show was recorded earlier this week, but it is on 96.9 FM WHYR Baton Rouge Community Radio. If you're outside of the signal area. You can also listen at WHYR.org from anywhere in the world. Wicker delivers, fastball, strike right down Broadway. It's a 3-1 count. Looks like Hebert was taken all the way. So I'm sorry, the count was 3-0, not 3-1. My bad. Delivers. Running fastball. It's a foul. We have a full count just like that. And Wicker has an opportunity to mitigate some of the damage here. A strikeout would go a long way towards helping the Southern Lab Kittens cause. So it's a 2-2 count. 2-2 count is what the umpire, that's Larry Matevia, is saying. So it was a 2-2, and that's ball 4, and that's going to – okay, I'm really confused here. And I thought I heard him say 2-2 a moment ago, but Hebert's going to first. Well, anyway, it must have been a full count because there's Hebert. Now, that's not the worst thing in the world. The base was open. Here comes a pinch runner, and that's number 1, Malik Williams, Jr. But anyway, there was a base open. Not the worst thing in the world because with one away, if they can get Morris Miller, also a captain, he's a senior, and I believe he's the catcher if I remember correctly, but if they can get Miller to chop it or ground it to second, the Kittens could get out of here potentially with a double play. But that's all speculation at this point. There's ball 1. Runner's going to hold at third base. 1-0 Port Allen. Top of the first inning. And runner's going to second, and he's not contested. That's going to cost them any opportunity of the double play. That does leave a base open here, though, so they do have the luxury of being able to pitch around Miller. It's a 2-0 count to Miller. And they're going to call ball, so now it's a 3-0 count. It looks like he's going to be walking. I'm curious to see what's going to come here. If Wicker goes right down with the old number 1. Or if they simply pitch around Miller. There's the pitch, fastball right down Broadway, strike 1. So they're going to try to get the K here. They're not going to make it easy on him. Now with a 3-run count, runners on second and third, I'd be very surprised if they came again with the fastball. Wicker. And that's a changeup. Strike 2. We have a full count again. Of course, that did not help them out very much last go-round. Last time Wicker walked the runner. Now he really has Miller in the palm of his hand. It goes way outside, ball 4. Why even bring him up to 3-2? Why take the risk if you're just going to just throw a slider way outside, nowhere near the strike zone? Now the bases are loaded. But the upshot of that, again, is the bases are loaded. So there's an out at any base. A ground ball pretty much gets the gets the Kittens out of the inning. So stepping up is Malik Green. Malik Green up to bat. I thought we called his number earlier. I could be mistaken, though. Unless they're 2 number 4s for Port Allen. I'm sure that'll sort itself out shortly. I could have been mistaken, though. There's the pitch, curveball high. And it's ball 1, so we have a 1-1 count here. Oh, pitch was outside. He took a hack at it. Now it's a 1-2 count. Green takes the pitch. That's a kind of a slurve, and that looks like that's the out at home, so they're going to hold it. They did not get the double play, but it's also a fielder's choice out, and now we have 2 away here in the top of the first, and the Kittens have a chance to get out of this inning. They simply tag the runner out, or not tag, but they got the force at home plate. And so into the batter's box now is Payson Swarner, freshman, little guy, number 9. He comes in a big situation with the bases loaded. He can help his team's cause out immensely, or Wicker could get his team out of this inning. There's the pitch, and that's a running fastball. Strike 1 on the outside corner. And, oh, that's a high curveball. He has to duck out of the way of that one. That almost took a piece of the batter with him. That was a looping curveball. Probably wouldn't have hurt him too much if it had hit him, but nobody really wants to get hit either way. And running fastball, that's going to bring the runner home. That's a pass ball. And the run scores. That's an unearned run. But nonetheless, the ball passes by Key, and so the Pelicans will chalk another one up on the board as it's now 2-0 Port Allen. That enables Malik Adams to score. So very costly pass ball there. Curveball, or slider rather, sorry, that's outside. Ball 2. And swings right under it, right over it rather, and that's strike 2. Should be strike 2 on the board. And it's a 3-2 count. Full count, here we go again. Runners should be taken off as soon as the pitcher winds up. And why weren't they running is beyond me, but he is down on strikes, and that's the end of the inning. So Devin Wicker gets out with minimal damage. 1 run earned. Strike that. One run earned. 1 run off of a pass ball. It's 2-0. Port Allen, you are watching Port Allen Pelicans baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. So Larry Key, the catcher, is going to step into the box, batting right-handed against Alex Hebert. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we brought you the Port Allen McKinley contest at McKinley High. Alex Hebert's got a real hard fastball with some heat on it. He does have an advantage when he's throwing at relatively diminutive hitters. That fastball, oh, there's a chop dance foul ball. That fastball starts to look like it's rising and it's coming hard. And if you're a smaller player, and I'm looking at Key, I'm guessing he's about 5'9", it could be really, really hard to keep up with it. We saw a lot of his balls get fouled off at McKinley, and McKinley's a 5A program. So the Kittens are really going to have their work cut out here. Hebert delivers. That's a slider outside. Oh, sorry, that's a fastball outside. 1-1 to Key. Bottom of the first. Hebert delivers. And Key puts a charge into that one way into left field, and he's out. So, good catch, routine fly ball. And that's a good squeeze by the left fielder, and Key is retired. So, stepping into the box now, the pitcher, number 9, Devin Wicker. Wicker Gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, strike that 2 earned runs in the first inning, 3 hits. 1 runner advanced on an error. So Devin Wicker can help his own cause a lot right here. Hebert delivers. There's a running fastball. And they're going to call strike 1, actually. They're going to say it nipped the outside part of the plate. There's another, that's a slider, and ball 1. Fastball, and it just goes out just a bit inside, and it's a 2-1 count now. Fastball, low, fouled off, and it'll hit the net, and it's a 2-2 count. And slider, and he chases it, and he's going to swing, and he's down on strikes, and just like that, Hebert's got 2 down here in the first inning. And so that will bring into the box number 11, Keenan Granger. He's the shortstop, and right now he is what separates Alex Hebert from hanging a 0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Curveball. Strike, just nips the outside corner. Nasty curveball there by Hebert. Fastball inside. And that almost got a piece of his jersey. I don't know that didn't get the jersey. I don't know that he shouldn't be on first base right now, but of course I'm not old blue. I'm just a broadcaster. 1-1 count to Granger. Running fastball, and they're going to call that ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Granger, 2 down in the first. There's the delivery, fastball, and they're going to call ball 3. So knowing Hebert, knowing his bag of tricks, at least from what we saw in the McKinley game, I would expect to see the old number 1 right here, as I think he just wants to get out with a 0. And there he goes, fastball outside, and Granger does not bite, and he will advance to first base on the walk. So that is the first base runner of the game for the Southern Lab Kittens. And stepping up now to try to keep this 2-out rally going is number 22, Nate Wicker. He is the second baseman, batting right. And runner's going to go. Pass. The pitch is inside, and Granger's going to go uncontested, stealing second base. And so now the Kittens have a runner in scoring position, albeit with no hits, but hey, it doesn't matter. The goal is to get around and touch home plate with 2 down. Base hit should, or at least to the hole, would bring Granger home. There's the pitch, curveball high. That was hanging up there for Wicker to knock the cover off of the ball. Instead, it's an 0-2 count, and Hebert is 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. He really should have taken a hack at that pitch. There's the pitch, it's a curveball way outside. Runner's going to steal third as Miller chooses not to contest it and potentially make a unfavorable situation worse. So what this means for the Kittens is any hit's going to get them home, as Granger's in position to go across the plate. Hebert, fastball, outside, and ball 2. They're saying he missed the corner. So it's a 2-2 count, 2 away. All deuces across the board. Hebert getting his grip on the ball from the stretch. Kicks, fastball, that's belted to center field, and center fielder gets to it. Lorenzo Osborne almost misjudged that a little bit. Had to step back, and the wind was blowing out into the outfield, but Osborne made the necessary adjustment, gets the out, and that's the end of the first inning with the score. The Port Allen Pelicans 2, the Southern Lab Kittens 0. You are watching Port Allen Pelicans baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. So we're almost ready to get it started here in the top of the second inning. Walking into the batter's box for the Pelicans is number 7, B.J. McClay. And we're ready to get this inning kicked off. So here we go. Wicker, and now Matevia is giving them the signal to go. Here we go. Winds up, pitches way outside, fastball, ball 1, and that's how we start the inning. So there's the pitch, and it's chopped right towards the second baseman. That should be an easy out at first base, and it is as Hubbard squeezes. And that's one away. That's how Wicker and the Kittens get started. Last inning, no runs, no hits, 1 runner left on. 2 strikeouts, or 1 strikeout rather, for Alex Hebert. So that one's inside, ball 1. Donald Vance, the freshman, in the box for the Pelicans. Vance swings through that one, strike 1 to Vance. One count. No runners on. Wicker delivers. That's right down Broadway, strike 2. And it looks like Larry Key has a little cheering section here as he waves hi to the kiddies. Here we go. And there's a little rip calling from the dugout. Curveball. Oh, that was nasty, but he's not going to give him the signal. That looked like a strike from up here. But Old Blue has the last word on that, and it's a 2-2 count. That curveball looked like it went from 12 to 6 in a heartbeat. Wicker fires, fastball. That's going to get popped up to left field. That should be a catch. The left fielder calls for it, and that's 2 away. Nice play there by number 7, Ross Boyd, the left fielder. I'm sorry, number 5, Ross Boyd, my bad, at the 7th spot. So 2 down. 2 down, is stepping into the box for the Pelicans now is number 8, Kevin Ransom, sophomore. There's the pitch, curveball inside, ball 1. Top of the second, 2 away, and Devin Wicker has an opportunity to hang a 0 here. Fires, curveball, and he swings through it, so it's strike 1. No runners on. And delivers. That's going to plunk that's a curveball. Plunks him. Probably didn't hurt too much, except, but it did hurt Wickers. That's going to put a runner on now with 2 away, and so the Pelicans have a sign of life. So Ransom advances to first, and into the box is number 2, Errol West. So Mr. Matevia dusts off the home plate, and we're back to the action. And there's a curveball. Runner's going to go. That was a strike. Terrible pitch is now terrible throw rather goes to the outfield, and that is going to enable Kevin Ransom to reach third base. And just like that, the Pelicans went from being in danger to getting a 0 hung on them to now having a runner in scoring position, albeit with 2 outs, and a 1-1 count to the batter, Errol West. So just like that, Wicker went from almost getting himself out of a bad situation to digging himself in a hole. 1-1 count, and if I'm Wicker, I just go hole number one. They have not been able to hit his fastball well. And that's, nope, that's going to be a slider. That's going to roll and hopefully does not hit anybody's car. So that's 1-2 count, rather. 1-2 count, and Wicker is, he's again one pitch from getting out of the inning. Let's see what he does. Fires, breaking ball high, it's going to be fouled away. And so West stays alive in the count, 1-2. Runner on third. Wicker lines up from the stretch. Curveball, it's going to be chopped, and that's going to be an easy out at first base. Routine play, that's the end of the inning with the no runs, no hits, one error. And the score, the Port Allen Pelicans 2, the Southern Lab Kittens 0. Middle of the first inning, you are watching Port Allen baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors who make this possible. Even if you don't need them, give them a call, shoot them an email. Just tell them thank you for making it possible to see this game this morning. The Hatfield Law Office, LLC, is a proud sponsor of Louisiana All-American Sports. You know, sometimes stuff happens in life and you need an attorney. That's where attorney Teresa Hatfield can help you. DUIs, commercial driver's license defense, divorce, child custody, wills, and successions. If you need an attorney, contact the Hatfield Law Office, LLC at www.thehatfieldlawoffice.com. That's all one word, like Hatfields and McCoys. www.thehatfieldlawoffice.com or at area code 225-663-2247. That's the Hatfield Law Office, 225-663-2247. Also brought to you by the Daily Hat Trick, the most informative and entertaining sports blog on the World Wide Web. If you like sports, if you like to have a little fun with sports, and guys, if you like to look at some pictures of pretty girls every now and then, log on to www.thedailyhattrick.com. That's thedailyhattrick.com, all one word. So it is this is the bottom of the second, and stepping into the batter's box for the Kittens, we have a left-handed batter, number 8, Tyler Jackson. He is the center fielder. And this is how we get started with strike one from Alex Hebert. Outside fastball, as ball one. 1-1 pitch. Fastball outside. Oh, they're going to say he nipped the outside corner. Nice job by Hebert. He's really good at getting those tiny spots there, and it's now a 1-2 count. Outside. So it's a 2-2 count. Hebert delivers to Tyler Jackson. Jackson swings right through it. He's down on strikes. So that's strike three. First out here in the second inning, the bottom of the second inning. And so stepping up into the box is Jonah Granger, the third baseman. Hebert, curveball. Gets the inside corner, strike one. That breaking ball is really working his way today. There's the delivery, curveball. And they're going to say it's just a bit outside, so we have a 1-1 count. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day here at the old ballpark at Port Allen High School. Hebert delivers right down Broadway. That's a chopper. Third baseman picks it up, fires it over to first. He cannot scoop it out, and the runner's safe. That's an infield hit, and that is the first hit of the game for the Kittens. So Alex Hebert had that no-hitter going through 1 1/3. But now that's out of the window as the Kittens have their first runner, and they're going to try to draw blood now and get their runner home. Stepping into the batter's box, number 4, Darryl Hubbard, the first baseman. And runners going, and Miller couldn't get a grip on the ball in time, so that'll be a successful steal by Jonah Granger, stealing second, and now the Kittens have a runner in scoring position. Slider, way outside. I don't know what he was looking at there. He knows he made a mistake there. He has that look on his face like, I can't believe I swung at that nonsense, as that was way outside. Really wasn't even a slider. Really, it was a running fastball. Hebert delivers. That's a fastball. A little two-seam action there. And strike 2. So it's a 1-2 count. Hebert trying to get that second out of the inning. Runners on second base. That's Granger. And that's a fastball outside. Ball 2. That was nowhere near the strike zone. So kind of a waste pitch there. Just frankly try to see if he can get Hubbard to swing through it again. It worked once. Why not try it? 2-2 count. Runner on second. 1 away. And delivers fastball outside, and he did it again. He just chased, and, nothing doing there, and that's 2 away. So that kitten went chasing the mouse, couldn't catch up to it. He's down on strikes, and that's going to bring into the batter's box number 5, Ross Boyd, the left fielder, as he is the last chance for the Kittens here in the bottom of the second inning. Runner on second. Hebert checks the runner inside. Did he go around? Yes, strike 1. Hebert's got these batters in the palm of his hand right now, and that's what he does, particularly with smaller batters. He throws that heat, and it just blazes. Another fastball, catches the outside corner. It's an 0-2 count, and Hebert is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning again. This kid's got some stuff. Hebert fires. Fastball down on strikes. They're going to ring him up, and that's the end of the second inning with the score. The Port Allen Pelicans 2, the Southern Lab Kittens 0. You're watching Port Allen Pelicans baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. So, gorgeous day out here in Port Allen. Nice, gentle breeze. We'll go over the dimensions of Port Allen High School's ballpark real quick. It's about 365 to the power alleys. I'm going to guesstimate about 380 to dead center. And I'm thinking we're looking at about 300 feet to the foul poles. That's an estimate. Got a whole lot going on in the world of sports this weekend, as it is Easter weekend. The NBA playoffs get underway really any minute now, probably, maybe in about an hour or so. The NBA playoffs do get underway. Of course, tomorrow's Easter Sunday. A lot of sports on television. And for you big Chiefers out there, tomorrow, of course, is 420. Not that I'm encouraging it. But if you're not parked in front of the boob tube, it's always a good thing to come out to the old ballpark and support these kids. Work very hard and represent what's right with the world of sports. Into the batter's box is Lorenzo Osborne. He was drove in Got the only RBI for Port Allen in the first. Another one was reached on a passed ball. Top of the third. And it starts off with an 0-1 count as Osborne chops it off foul. Outside. And the wind-up, the pitch, and that's a curveball outside. So we have a 2-1 count. Wicker winds up, delivers, fastball right up the box, and that's going to easily bring Osborne to first base, where he will hold. And he's going to come to second as the ball was bobbled, and he's going to be safe. So we'll wait to see whether or not to score that an error. See whether or not the runner comes home or not. But as it stands, that's still a base hit for the Port Allen Pelicans. So stepping into the box now is Alex Hebert. Let's see if he can help his own cause here. And curveball just nips the outside corner. Strike one. From the stretch, runner's going to go to the third. It's a fastball. They're going to deliver, and he's safe, as looks like Joe LaGranger could not quite corral it in time to slap the tag on. So B.J. McClay will advance to third base, and the Pelicans now have a runner in scoring position with one away and a 1-1 count. Top of the third. And inside. And inside, 2-1 count. Wicker winds up, and Hebert swings right through it. Nice fastball, the old number one. Middle inside. 2-2 count to Hebert. Delivers. That's a big hanging curveball outside. And I don't know that Hebert couldn't have put a little aluminum on that one and tapped it right in the outfield. If he hangs another one like that, it better not be over the plate. That's all I know, or it can get real ugly real fast. Wicker delivers. And that's going to be a chopper, and they're going to just hold, and no one's going anywhere, and that's probably the right choice. So that's an infield hit for Hebert, as wisely Granger just holds the runner at third. I don't think he would have gotten Hebert at first, and I think if he had thrown to first, Lorenzo Osborne, the runner at third, would have been off to the races and scored. So while it is an infield hit, the runner does hold at third base, so the damage is mitigated. Wicker delivers. Runner's going to go to second. He's not going to be contested, so there'll be a base open. There will be a base open at first. Runners at second and third. No outs. Wicker delivers, and that's a nasty little slider, a little too nasty. The catcher couldn't catch up to it. That's going to score the run on the passed ball. So, and that'll advance the runner to the third. So Port Allen gets another run here in the third. It's now 3-0 Port Allen High School. And that was Osborne who crossed the plate, and we have a runner over at third. Wicker delivers, and that's a fastball outside. 2-1 count. Fastball swings over it rather, and that's 2 strike. He really got him to bite on that one pretty hard. 2-2 count. Wicker from the stretch delivers. Fastball. It's going to be fouled. In the batter's box, sorry for not updating that at home, is Morris Miller, catcher, team captain, number 18. He is a senior. Runner on third. Delivers. That's a fastball right down the third base line. They didn't go home. They go for the easy out at first. And so that will be the first out of the inning for the Southern Lab Kittens. So clearly looks like Granger decided to get the easy out at first base, which was a force, rather than put Key in a position to have to tag the charging runner. So they sacrificed the run for the out. It's 4-0 Port Allen here in the top of the third inning. Curveball. Oh, nips the outside corner. Nice pitch. Curveball. And it's going to be fouled off, so that's strike two. So Wicker is ahead in the count now. And he can pretty much do anything he wants here with no men on base. In the batter's box is number 4, Malik Green, captain. And he's going to put that one. It's going to roll to the shortstop. Green's going to truck it out. No, not in time. Or is it? Yep, Green did, in fact, reach first base. Nice way to leg it out on that infield hit by Green as the shortstop. And he's going to try to take advantage. Goes low. He should be safe. He is safe. He went down. And looks like the second baseman disagrees. I'm sorry, the shortstop, rather. Granger disagrees. He thought he got him, but from my vantage point, it looked like Green got that hand in the second base before the tag was slapped. Got to pay attention at all times in baseball. And so that's really tough as they went from having a bang-bang play at first to now having a runner in scoring position. He took a gigantic leap there. I thought he was going to take third. Got to have your head on a swivel at all time. And here comes Coach Leroy Thompson out to the mound to chit-chat with Devin Wicker. And looks like there's going to be a little briefing there. And Coach Laborde is going to talk to the freshman Payson Swarner, who's about to step into the box, and his runner, Malik Green. Runner on second. One down. 4-0 Pelicans. Oh. Looks like so far the Pelicans have been in control. Have not run away with it yet. But fielding errors are really becoming the bugaboo of the Kittens. And on the flip side, good fielding and just monster pitching by Hebert of the Pelicans has kept the Pelicans afloat in this game, has them leading, has them hanging zeros, as they've hung 2 so far. So we're back to the action. Fastball inside. Boy, oh boy. Swarner had that look like, please, not my elbow. That would have taken a piece of him with him. 1-0 count to Swarner. Delivers. That's running fastball, and they're going to nip the outside corner, strike one. And Coach Holden's asking if that was a strike. No. That was a ball. 1-1 count. There's the runner goes to third, curveball, and it's going to – actually, this is interesting. It actually hurt the Port Allen cause as the ball plunked Payson Swarner. It probably didn't hurt him very much, and the runner should have to go back to second. Wait a minute. What's and they're going to say that Swarner got a piece of it, actually. So it's a 1-2 count, so the runner does, in fact, take second. But there's a runner on third. He should have to go back to second base. That's the foul ball. And, in fact, he does go back to second. So that's going to send Malik Green back, still on second base, and a 1-2 count to Swarner. So for the moment, looks like Devin Wicker has him in the palm of his hand. Let's see what happens here, though. One away, 4-0 Pelicans. Curveball way outside. Almost got the corner. That was not a bad pitch. But it's going to be a 2-2 count, and Swarner, very disciplined at the plate, does not chase it. Runner takes a big lead from second. I bet you he's going to go on this one, and he does. There's a running fastball outside. Easy steal of third base. They're going to tag him on the drop strike 3, so there'll be a strikeout for Devin Wicker. But meanwhile, Malik Green, the runner, does advance to third, so with 2 away, Port Allen does have an opportunity to tack one more on the board. It's all going to depend on what happens here as Devin Wicker faces number 7, B.J. McClay, here in the top of the third inning with 2 down. There's the pitch right down Broadway, strike 1. That was a changeup, and McClay wanted nothing of it. Kind of hung a little bit. It looks like he must have been must have decided to take that pitch, because if he had hit it, it would have gone a long way. 0-1 count. Wicker, curveball way outside, and Key is going to hold the runner at third. 1-1 count. Wicker delivers. Curveball, and he's going to field it. That's going to be an E5, E6 as the runner advances to first base. And Granger is looking at his glove like, was there a hole in it? Wasn't a hole in it when I got up this morning. But there was something in it as the ball harmlessly trickled to the outfield. And that's going to be an E6. As it rips right by, and that's going to be an unearned run. They're going to hold the runner at first base as it's 5-0 Port Allen here in the third inning. Fastball right down Broadway, and looks like it froze O'Donnell Vance up a little bit, as all he could do was watch it. And no, they're going to call that a ball. Mativi is calling that a ball, so it's a 2-0 count. I stand corrected. Curveball, that one's right up the middle, strike 1. And again, looks like he kind of froze him up a little bit. He didn't look like he didn't know what to do with that ball. And Vance is going to put that one right up the hole towards shortstop. He's going to gently scoop it up, throw it to the second baseman. Third out, end of the inning. 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors by the Kittens. 1 runner left on base. The score, the Port Allen Pelicans 5, the Southern Lab Kittens 0. You are watching Port Allen Pelicans baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. So we're about ready to kick off the bottom of the third inning. Stepping up into the batter's box for the Kittens. See, I don't have a license on that truck, number 24. So do we have a name on number 24? Do you have a name on number 24? Strike one. Ma'am? I didn't catch that? Thomas? His first name? All right. Calvin Thomas, thank you. So in the batter's box for the Kittens is Calvin Thomas, number 24, is one of the team managers gave me that intel. Very thankful for that. That's a slider outside, and it's going to have to run it out. He's out at first. Great play from the shortstop to the first baseman, and that's how the inning begins with one away. So we'll set us back to the top of the order. Larry Key, number 1, the catcher, to lead the leadoff batter. Batting here with one away in the bottom of the third. So one away. Abear throws a kind of a slurve, and it's outside, ball one. Abear delivers, fastball. It's a bunt, and that's not going to get Key on there. Abear was Johnny on the spot, and that's two away here very quickly in the bottom of the third inning. So that did not catch the Pelicans off guard one iota, and Abear is just one out away from hanging another 0. Devin Wicker, the pitcher, number 9, stepping into the box for the Kittens. Oh, way outside. And really, with a pitcher like Abear, it's probably in the Kittens' best interest just to take on that first pitch. So, not sure why he went so far outside. There's a fastball inside, and Wicker took a whack. Wicker took a whacker at that one, and it's foul. Strike one. No men on, 2 down, bottom third. Pelicans up 5-0. 1-1 count to Wicker. Abear winds up, delivers, fastball way outside, ball 2. And once again, Abear delivers, fastball outside. Abear with the ball behind him, trying to get his grip on the seams. Might be a little two-seam action here. There's the oh no, that's an inside ball 4, so that's going to send the runner to first. It did not intimidate the batter one bit. And so with 2 away, Devin Wicker very patiently gets himself on base, and so now the shortstop, Keenan Granger, will step up, hoping to break this drought. Still no hits in the inning for the Kittens. 1 hit in the game. There's a running fastball, two-seam fastball. He swings through it, strike 1. Or chases it, rather. Abear checks the runner. The stretch, right down Broadway, strike 2. And he swings through that one. 0-2 count to Granger, 2 down, bottom of the third inning. Abear checks from the stretch, throws kind of a hanging slider. He could have really done some damage to that, but it was high, and so it's ball 1. That's the first bad pitch I think I've seen Abear throw in quite a while, and Granger could have taken the skin off of that one if he could have made contact. Abear delivers. That's a slider. Breaking ball, and it's fouled off. Strike two. Batter calls for time. And here we go. Granger's in a dead pull batting stance right here. That's going to be in the dirt, not even close. And it's 2-2. So it's all deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first base. There's the pitch. Fastball fouled off. And once again, Abear just keeps throwing that heat. And batters have just had a tough time, at least in the 2 games I've watched this young man pitch, have had a tough time keeping up with his velocity. Runner takes a lead. Abear delivers. Fastball, chop right back up the box. That's going to be an easy out to first base, and that's the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on the score. The Port Allen Pelicans 5, the Southern Lab Kittens 0. You're watching Southern Lab Baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. So, while we have a break in the action, I'd like to remind you to tune in to the Louisiana All-American Sports radio show as we break down high school, college, and professional sports action all around the city, all around the state, all around the country, and all around the world every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on 96.9 FM WHYR-LP, Baton Rouge Community Radio. If you're outside of the signal range in the Baton Rouge area, you can also listen live online from anywhere in the world at WHYR.org. That's WHYR.org. Every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, the Louisiana All-American Sports Radio Show. If you missed the show, you can also go to YouTube and type in Louisiana All-American Sports in the search engine, and you'll catch all of the uploads of prior editions of the Louisiana All-American Sports Radio Show. Every Saturday morning, 11 a.m. A little problem with bugs here. That's not a vacuum cleaner going off. And we're about ready to kick it off here in the top of the 4th inning as number 8, Kevin Ransom, the sophomore, steps into the batter's box. And there goes teammates calling for a rip. Here we go. Top of the 4th. Wicker winds up, delivers, and he almost plunked the batter. It looked like he got a piece of his shirt, but the umpire is simply saying it's ball 1. So very lucky there they didn't put a runner on first right away, as I thought he got just a little piece of cloth there. There's the windup. There's the pitch. A curveball hanging way high, and very, very fortuitous for Wicker that Ransom didn't take a hack at that one. That could have easily been over the fence. That curveball hung forever. Ball 2. Wicker winds up, delivers, curveball, and it's going to go to the third baseman. He couldn't get a grip on it, but he picks it up. Good job by the third baseman as Jonah Granger recovered from the high-velocity ground ball and gets it to the first baseman, Darrell Hubbard, and that's the first out of the inning. So stepping into the batter's box is Errol West, number 2. There's the windup. There's the pitch way outside. Ball one. There's the windup and a curveball. He slaps a bunt on it. The pitcher will pick it up, fires to the first. He's out. Good job by Wicker charging the bunt, having his eyes open, and a good job by number 4, Darryl Hubbard, the first baseman, keeping his eye on the ball and being ready for that. 2 away. And looks like Wicker has an opportunity here to hang another 0 in this game, as there are 2 outs. And harmless ball 1 right there as it kind of bounces in front of the batter. Into the box for the Pelicans, number 3, Lorenzo Osborne. Osborne scored in his last after his last at bat. As he got a single, then advanced to second on error. Osborne tears that one right into the hole into center field, left center, and he's got a whole lot of trucking here. He looks like he might get a triple. He's going to round second. He's coming to third, crashing real hard. He's going to be in there safe, and they're just going to throw the ball to home plate to make sure he doesn't get it inside the Parker. And so that will bring Lorenzo Osborne to third base here with 2 outs in the bottom of the strike that in the top of the 4th inning. And once again, Alex Hebert has a chance to help his cause as a base hit will bring the runner home. So 2 away, runner on third, and Wicker went from chilling like a villain to sweating in the kitchen once again with a runner on third base. And he's going to have to concentrate and really focus on Alex Hebert to hang the 0. Now the good news for Wicker is he has 2 bases open, so he can be really – oh, there's a chopper, and they're going to call foul ball. It bounced behind the line before it rolled in there. So strike 1. The good news again for Wicker is with 2 bases open – he does not have to give them anything good. He can pitch to the corners and nibble and pitch out and pitch around anybody he wants. He does not have to help Port Allen help themselves at all. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to attack this batter. If I'm Coach Thompson or I'm Devin Wicker, I'm not giving him anything anywhere near the middle of the plate. So we have 1 strike, no balls, 2 outs, runner on third, top of the 4th, 5-0 Port Allen. Hebert trying to add to the tally. He delivers, fastball right down Broadway, he swings under it, and just like that, Wicker has a chance to get out of this inning. Now let's just hope the young man is patient. With an 0-2 count, you can pretty much throw anything you want. Anything you want, really, I'd probably go fastball to the corner, and he's going to go kind of a high one, and it's going to go foul. So 0-2 count, runner on third. Hebert at the plate. And the windup, the pitch, a curveball, fouled off again. And that was a high curveball outside, and Hebert really just had to protect the plate and reach. Probably shouldn't have swung at that one, but with 2 strikes and a runner on, you cannot leave your fate in the hands of the umpire. So right now, Wicker's got Hebert in the palm of his hands. He's throwing all kinds of stuff anywhere but the sweet spot. There's a delivery high, and he swings under it, and he's out of the inning, and Wicker hangs a 0, and that's how the inning will end. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on, and that's how the top of the 4th will end. You are watching Port Allen Pelicans baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. So Aiden throws his first pitch. It's tapped towards the second baseman. They didn't charge it in time. That's going to be an infield hit as number 22, Nate Wicker, legs it out, and a little hustle goes a long way as he has an infield hit, and that's how the Kittens will start this fourth inning with a runner on first, legging out an infield single. So stepping up into the batter's box, left-handed number 8, the center fielder, Tyler Jackson. Tyler Jackson. Abear delivers fastball, and it's going to go to the second baseman. Double play opportunity. Couldn't scoop it in time. And so just like that, we're going to score that an infield hit. As that was far from routine effort, the runner was almost at second, and I don't think he could have gotten the turn in time. That ball rolled very slowly to second base. So the Southern Lab Kittens have doubled something that they've only been able to do once this whole game, and that's get a hit, as they had one hit coming into this inning and now two, and on consecutive at-bats at that. Stepping up is number 12, Jonah Granger, the third baseman, with 2 runners on. Runner on first, runner on second, and with a runner in scoring position, the Kittens have some life here. There's strike one right on the inside middle end of the plate. Abear delivers. That's a curveball, plunks the batter, and so we have the bases loaded for the Kittens here with no outs. This is Southern Lab's best opportunity of the entire game to put some runs on the board, and actually one swing of the bat hypothetically could bring them within 1 run, although I've not seen Alex Abear really serve up anything that somebody, say the size of the next batter, Darrell Hubbard, could take out of the park. But nonetheless, the point is that the tying run is on deck here with no outs in the fourth inning for the Kittens. So just like that, strike one. He's going to chase that one. And when the kitten chases the mouse, kind of like Tom and Jerry, kind of hits a wall there, strike one. And strike two, he's just chasing. A strikeout would not be the worst thing. There's the running fastball outside, down on strikes. He just chased and chased and chased. Well, guys, we all chase in life, and we know what happens when we chase to no avail. We end up snake eyes, and that's just what happens as Calvin Thomas, number 24, is going to step into the batter's box with one away. Now, unlike a lot of situations, though, the good news is even though he went down on strikes, he didn't hit into any double plays, so it'll minimize the damage to 1 out. As Calvin Thomas will step into the box and try to get one of these runners home, pops it up. That should be an RBI. That's going to go right to center field. It's caught. That's going to send the runner home. He's going to dog it. He's easily saved. He didn't even need to slide, but wait, why take any chances? Nate Wicker slides across home plate, and the Kittens are on the board, 5-1. So that's going to be an RBI for Thomas. And apparently Abear saw something we didn't, and maybe Mr. Matevia could shed some light on what just happened. As I am utterly confused. And they're going to say that the runner left before. They're saying the runner left before the ball was squeezed, and if that's the case, that would be a double play, as he did not successfully tag up. And you can look at Larry Key, the look on his face. He's like, what are we thinking here? And he's like, what in the world was this? So Matevia, the umpire, is talking to Coach Josh Laborde, explaining what happened. And apparently he's saying that that Wicker got a little too anxious, had a few ants in his pants, and took off too soon. So that run's going to come off the board, as does the RBI, as does the inning, as we advance to the top of the fifth. The score, the Port Allen Pelicans 5, the Southern Lab Kittens 0. You are watching Southern Lab Baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. What a tough break for the Kittens. That was Nate Wicker, 22, not Devin Wicker, who was coming across. And some of the supporters of Southern Lab are not happy with Old Blue. I certainly could understand that, as that was a golden opportunity for the Kittens to tack one on the board. If you didn't pick that up on the microphone, the team manager for Southern Labs said if you wanted to hurry up and go home, you shouldn't have come. And I'll tell you, if you'd seen our game last week, Catholic High at McKinley, it looked like that strike zone was as wide as the day. And those looked like some umpires who are ready to rock and roll. So if there's an eyewear sponsor out there, check us out. Tweet us at Louisiana All-American Sports, and we can hook you up and maybe get Coach Mativia to be your spokesperson, as the fans are suggesting he might be able to use an eye exam there. Ooh. Oh, that's harsh. Being an umpire is a very thankless job. You are everybody's friend when the call goes your way and nobody's friend when it goes against you. Top of the fifth. So if my recollection is correct, Morris Miller, number 18, will be the catcher, senior, team captain, will be stepping into the batter's box as we get this fifth inning underway. Wicker delivers. It's fouled off, strike. Oh, well, it's a pretty red truck there, and I'm glad it's not mine, as the ball got a little piece of it, and that is strike one to Miller. The wind-up, the pitch, fastball, low. 1-1 count to Morris Miller. The wind-up, the pitch, and it's a two-seam fastball outside. He chases it. So that Pelican was chasing that guppy, and he got a mouthful of water. Strike one. Strike two, rather. Foul, chops it, and easy out. Squeezed in by the first baseman, and Miller is retired to lead off the fifth inning. One away. Into the box, number 4, also a captain, junior, Malik Green, number 4, Malik Green. The wind-up, the curveball, could not get the corner, ball one. Wicker winds up. Delivers, curveball, jets the inside corner, strike one. Nice curveball by Wicker. There was absolutely nothing Green could do with that pitch, but just look at it. 1-1 count. There's the windup. Two-seam fastball, chases it, nom, 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 tries to eat it, but ends up with a mouthful of grass. Strike two. Wicker, curveball, Swick can't keep up with it. Strike three, he's out. That's a textbook 12-6 curveball from Devin Wicker, and that will retire the batter. And there are two away here again in the fifth inning. Now, the Kittens have seen themselves in this position before where they get two outs, and then all of a sudden teams are able to rally. That's ball one. So let's see if Wicker can get the zero here as the freshman Payson Swarner steps into the box. There's a fastball. He chases it and chases it right off a cliff. Strike one. Strike two, as he just could do nothing but look at that breaking ball. Looked like another curveball. He's got that curveball working here in the fifth inning. Wicker winds up, delivers, fastball down Broadway, and it's going to bounce off the plate, go to the backstop, and that's ball 2. 2-2 pitch coming to Payson Swanner, number 9, here in the top of the 5th, seeing if he can keep Port Allen's inning alive here. Pelicans leading 5-0. We have deuces, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's the windup. Curveball horrendously just a bit outside. And by just a bit outside, I mean way outside. And we have a payoff pitch coming here. 3-2 count. Here comes the payoff. Delivers curveball. That's not even close, as that's going to send the runner to first base. So Payson Swanner will advance to first base, and stepping into the batter's box is number 7, B.J. McClay. So B.J. McClay comes in with 2 away, way outside, ball 1. That was really a pitch out. They were daring Swanner to run. He wisely chose to hold his fire on first base. Swanner's taking a lead, comfortable lead. And there's the pitch from the stretch, and that's going to be slapped right in the outfield. Should be an easy catch for Tyler Jackson, the center fielder. He brings it in, and that's the end of the first inning with no runs, no hits, 1 runner stranded at the top of the 5th. The score of the Port Allen Pelicans 5 and the Southern Lab Kittens 0. You are watching Port Allen baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. So in college baseball, the Southern Jaguars are trailing TSU. 2 unearned runs scored by TSU in the top of the 1st. The Jaguars are up to bat. It's 2-0 TSU over Southern University in the 1st inning. And festivities are just getting ready to get underway in Oxford, Mississippi, as LSU is getting ready to play the 3rd game of that crucial series against the Ole Miss Rebels. The Tigers won in extra innings on Thursday night. I actually did not catch the score yesterday. They were trailing last I checked, but I did not get a final on LSU from yesterday. But a big game with Ole Miss. If they can even pick up this series, get the win today, and close closer, LSU really has a shot there in that SEC Western Division race. So coming into the batter's box, number 5, Ross Boyd, the left fielder for the Kittens. And that should read Boyd on your screen at home, not Booed. So we'll fix that. There we go. 1-0 count to Boyd. Another outside fastball. And Boyd is not chasing. So the Cat is not chasing that ball to string. He's very patiently waiting as he hit 2-0 in the count. Another runner outside, so he is not chasing. That one was nowhere close, and you got to wonder if Hebert might be losing a little control over his stuff here in the 5th inning. He's thrown a lot of pitches, a lot of good pitches, and a lot of gasoline. Well, with a lot of gasoline come tired shoulders. Hebert delivers. That's right down Broadway, strike 1. As Boyd was taking all the way, I certainly cannot say I blame him. There's the pitch. That's way outside, ball 4, and so he will take a base. And just like that, the Kittens have a runner on with no outs. Stepping into the batter's box for the Kittens, number 1, Larry Key, the catcher. We're back to the top of the order. So here comes Coach Josh Laborde out to talk to the umpire, Mr. Mativia, and looks like we might have a substitution or he's checking the batting order. And I'm going to guess this has something to do with Calvin Thomas, number 24, who's actually on the roster, but he was listed as number 2 and not number 24. That might be causing some confusion. But to my knowledge, the Kittens did not bat out of order. So, meanwhile, the Southern Jaguars did not score against Texas Southern as TSU leads Southern 2-0 after 1. Southern had 2 runners on, but they were both stranded. So the Jaguars are having just a really tough season this year, uncharacteristically bad pitching. There's no other way to sum it up, and they are trailing TSU after 1. And Mr. Mativia. So I'm confused. So they are saying, okay, we're not catching up. We can take that runner off the board. I figured it out here. They're saying that the Kittens put that runner in, or put that batter in. They're saying that Boyd batted out of order as that ball's fouled high up and away. So they will hang an out on the board instead of a runner on first. So the bases are empty for the Kittens as Key is up to bat, and he fouls that one off, strike 1. So instead of runner on first with no outs, it's 1 out and an 0-1 count to the batter back at the top of the order. There's a nasty slider! Holy moly! I don't know if Albert Pujols could have kept up with that one. Strike 2 to Larry Key. That just had some spitfire on it. Another running fastball, and it's a drop third strike. He's going to try to advance. Easy out at first, and that will retire Larry Key. And very quickly, Alex Hebert has 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Boy, those fortunes turned around in a bad way quickly for the Kittens. And into the batter's box is the pitcher, number 9, Devin Wicker. Two away, bottom 5. Hebert delivers. 2-seam fastball, ball 1, outside. Hebert fires. Fastball low and outside, but he got a good piece of it. Wicker's going to hustle. Oh, that's a bang play. He's safe. As the ball was low in the dirt, we're going to score that one a hit. As an excellent job by Wicker legging that out. That is the 4th hit of the inning, that 4th hit of the game, rather, for the Kittens. And into the box is Keenan Granger, number 11, with 2 outs and 1 runner on first base. Runner on, Hebert checks the runner. He's going to deliver from the stretch. From the stretch, deals, fastball, that's smacked right into center field. That's going to bring Wicker over to second, but they will hold him, as the Pelicans did a good job playing defense there and making sure that damage got no worse than it was. And so Granger has a base hit. That is the 2nd hit of the inning. That is only the 2nd multi-hit inning that the Kittens have had in this game, with runners on first and second. Number 22, Nate Wicker, has an opportunity to bring a runner home as the Kittens have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Hebert checks the runner from the stretch. Deals, runner's going to go to third, and it's going to be popped up. That's a foul ball, strike 1. And so it looked like Devin Wicker got a really good jump. He might have taken third. It looks like like Nate Wicker's swing kept him from advancing the runner. But, nobody has a crystal ball in baseball. There's the pitch. That's a running fastball. Strike one. Gets the outside corner. So that's 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Hebert, again, is 1 strike away from hanging his 5th zero of this game. Hebert checks the runner from the stretch, and he kicks it out and holds the runner. Looks like Wicker was unaware that that the shortstop wasn't trying to pick him off. Big lead at first base. Curveball. Strike 3. That was nasty. Oh, my goodness gracious. I wish we had some of that high-def instant replay, as that ball looked like there was a remote control in that ball as it went up and down and nipped the outside corner. Strike 3. Hebert gets his team out of the inning as Wicker goes down on strikes. That was a tough at-bat. So another 0 hung by Alex Hebert. That's 5 scoreless innings, and we'll head to the top of the 6th. The score, the Port Allen Pelicans 5, the Southern Lab Kittens 0. You're watching Southern Lab Baseball on Louisiana All-Americansports.com. Meanwhile, in that TSU Southern University game, TSU has stolen 3 bases, and the Jaguars have committed 3 errors in the top of the 2nd. It's getting real as TSU is getting ready to pour it on the Jaguars. Like I said, a really, really tough year for the Jags. Pitching has just not been there all year long, and Coach Roger Cador has got to be pulling what few hairs he has in his head out of his lid. Coming into today's game, the Port Allen Pelicans came in with a record of 8 wins, 17 losses. And they are 0-8 in District 5-5A play. Definitely one of the toughest districts in the city, in the Baton Rouge metro area. Looping curveball, and that's ball 2. Strike 1. Wicker. Curveball, swings underneath it. Strike 2. Nice curveball. Wicker's really gotten some of these smaller batters in the palm of his hand. That's Donald Vance, the freshman, up to bat. He's really gotten a hold of some of these guys with that breaking action. There's a running fastball outside, fouled away. We'll do it again. 2-2 count. The windup, the pitch, fastball, foul ball. Curveball. It's swung at, chopped right to the third baseman. He bobbles it, and Vance is going to advance, and we'll score that an E5. As I think if he had picked it up and tossed it, he would have easily had Vance out, but nonetheless a runner advances to first, so we're not going to score that a hit for the Pelicans. That is the fourth error of the game for the Kittens. Kevin Ransom in the box for the Pels. Outside. So that one's outside. We have Ransom. The batter's up 2-0 in the count. And up 3-0 in the count. And so now if you're Devin Wicker, you probably just want to throw it right down Broadway, especially with that runner on first. I seriously doubt the batter would offer it that. He's got to have the take sign on. He throws a curveball right over the middle of the plate, and we have strike one. And Ransom had no intention of swinging at that. I don't even think he was in his batter's stance when the pitch was released. And there's another pitch. That's a fastball. Look at two-seam fastball. And we have a full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Runner on first. Curveball. No, he did not get him. So everybody can just chill out. Doesn't matter. He's safe anyway, but that's going to put runners on first and second. And apparently Kevin Ransom getting some words of encouragement from his teammates. Stepping into the box is Arrow West, number 2. Runners on first and second, none down, top of the 6th. Port Allen really has an opportunity to put this game completely out of reach. Southern Lab has had some opportunities, has had some runners on, but they've never been able to get them home. So Key blocks the ball. Delivers it back to the pitcher, and we have ball one. 1-0 count to Arrow West, and Coach Laborde is going to call a timeout. So, while we have a moment, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors of Louisiana All-American Sports. This broadcast is brought to you in part by the Hatfield Law Office, LLC. Sometimes in life stuff happens and you need the help of an attorney. That's where attorney Teresa Hatfield of the Hatfield Law Office can help for DUI defense, commercial driver's license defense, divorce, wills and successions, child custody cases. Contact attorney Teresa Hatfield. You can reach her at thehatfieldlawoffice.com. That's thehatfieldlawoffice.com, like the Hatfields and McCoys, or an area code 225-663-2247. That's the Hatfield Law Office, 225-663-2247. Also brought to you in part by The Daily Hat Trick, the most informative and entertaining sports blog on the World Wide Web. If you like sports and like to have a little fun with sports, log on to The Daily Hat Trick at www.thedailyhattrick.com. Also, every now and then we post a little eye candy up there with some pictures of pretty women. So, guys, check that out. The Daily Hat Trick at thedailyhattrick.com, all one word. Also, if you want to keep up on local and statewide and nationwide and worldwide sports, tune in every morning to 96.9 FM WHYR for the Louisiana All-American Sports Radio Show every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. If Saturday at 11 a.m. you're not in the range of the 96.9 WHYR FM signal, you can always log in and stream the show worldwide at www.whyr.org. That's www.whyr.org. From anywhere in the world, the Louisiana All-American Sports Show every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on 96.9 FM WHYR. The Kittens coming into today's game posted a record of 7 wins and 10 losses. Strike. 7 wins, 10 losses. In District 6-1A play, they have 2 wins. They have a record of 2-3 in District 6-1A play. This is a non-district event. There's the pitch, and it's a bunt off foul. Two count to Arrow West. Runners on first and second. That's a high, looked like a curveball, or whatever it was. There was nowhere near the strike zone, and so we have a 3-2 pitch coming up. And the way that Port Allen has been aggressive on this on the bases, not to mention the fact they have a 5-0 lead, don't be surprised to see a double steal attempt by the Pelicans. And there's the pitch, fastball. He did not get the outside corner. That'll load the bases with no outs. And now Devin Wicker's got to. I'm sorry, not Devin Wicker. We have a pitching change. That's Keenan Granger now pitching for the Kittens, and he's got to be sweating bullets right now as he took over for Wicker, and just like that, he's got a lot of heat. Looks like the Kittens, they have a bases loaded situation, and now an 0-1 count. That is not helping the Southern Lab cause one bit. There's the pitch, low, outside. And, oh, boy, Lorenzo Osborne, number 3, has the pitcher, Granger, in the palm of his hand right now with a 2-0 count. And he plunks the batter, so that's going to be an RBI for Osborne as he's hit by the fastball, and the bases will continue to be loaded. And this situation has just gone from bad to worse for the Kittens as the Pelicans tack a run onto the board. The score, Port Allen 6, Southern Lab 0. And here comes Alex Hebert back into the box. So it is getting hot in here. Just don't take off all your clothes. Hebert in the box, and not sure what the timeout is. Looks like the umpire's making some notation with the bases loaded here, and Port Allen really with one swing of the bat could completely put this game out of reach. And fires from the stretch. Oh, he got the inside corners. It looks like Hebert's crowding the plate. And the umpire was not fooled one bit by that, so Granger gets strike one in the count, and so that'll make the count 2-1. No outs here, top of the sixth. Delivers fastball low. So it's 3-1, and looks like the Pelicans are a bad pitch away from being able to hang another RBI on the board. So there's a warning from the umpire. Not sure what that is. Looks like an equipment warning. Umpire saying there's a 1-1 count, so I might have had the count all wrong. There at home, we'll correct that on your screen in just a moment. There's the pitch. Fastball, and Hebert rips it, but it's a foul ball. So Alex Hebert's shot down the third base line was just inches away from putting these Kittens completely out of the game, and instead, Granger is now ahead in the count with a 1-2 count. The batter's behind the count, rather, 1-2. And Granger's actually a pitch away from hanging it out on the board. There's a running fastball, and it's going to be popped up, and it's into foul territory, so it'll still be 1-2 to Hebert. And so a lot of those Pelicans players expended a lot of energy to try to get around the bases to no avail, as we'll do it again on a 1-2 count to Hebert. So TSU, in spite of stealing bases and the errors by the Southern Jaguars, TSU did not score in the second inning, and the Southern University Jaguars hung a 0 in the top of the third. So it's TSU 2, Southern 0, going into the bottom of the third inning. No updates. Don't believe LSU has started yet. Looks like the Jaguars managed to strand two Texas Southern runners in the second inning. So that's where it stands, 2-0 TSU over Southern. LSU yet to start, but if we're still playing ball here, I will give you those scores as soon as they roll in. There's the pitch from Granger, curveball high, and so that's an RBI for Hebert, and that will bring another runner home. So Port Allen enjoying a touchdown lead here, 7-0 over the Kittens in the sixth. Port Allen, interestingly, does not have a hit in this inning by my count. They've all reached on walks. Walks and runners hit by pitches. Strike that. Port Allen did have one hit. One hit, second batter of the inning. They do have a hit. The rest have reached on walks. Granger, curveball, looping high, and it's going to pop, and that's going to leave home plate wide open. So the ball, it's a pass ball on key, and another run scores for the Pelicans. As Arrow West, very alert, Johnny on the spot, crosses home plate. Oh, boy, when it rains, it pours, folks. So we have runners on second and third. Key could not hang on to the baseball. And so another runner comes across for the Port Allen Pelicans. See you later, Doug. And that one's chopped, and it's going to go right into Coach LeBoard's waiting hands. Foul ball, strike one. Granger delivers. Ooh, fastball in the dirt. Another runner's going to come. as looks like Osborne is trucking it. Lorenzo Osborne comes across the plate, and that's going to advance Malik Adams, number 1, over to third, and another run comes across for the Pelicans. So another pass ball on Key. This is definitely not his best day, as I'm sure he can't wait to get out of here with a 2-1 count to the batter. None away. And that's another runner. So it is now 9-0 in favor of the Pelicans. That is the 4th run of the inning coming across for Port Allen. Ball 3. 3-1 count to Morris Miller at the plate. If I'm Granger, I don't give him anything anywhere near it with that base open. The batters ahead in the count. The runs are piling on. There's the pitch. Nasty little backdoor slider there. Strike 1. Very nice. So good breaking ball action there by Keenan Granger. And we have a full count. And at this point, maybe you just do go after the batter. Even if it's one right down Broadway, you got to do something to get an out on the board. Fastball, no, it's a slider, and it's low, and Miller does not chase, and he's going to go to first. So we have runners at the corners with none out and a 9-0 lead. Boy, oh boy, the rout is on here in Port Allen now as Southern Lab had hung a few zeros on the board, but now with Devin Wicker out of the game, it's really starting to get away from the Kittens. And here comes the assistant coach, Eric Holden, out to talk to Granger, and they're going to have Granger take a seat and give the ball to number 35, Andre Green, who's in the game for the first time. He's going to warm up a little bit here. We'll take a break in the action. You are watching Port Allen Pelicans baseball in Louisiana, allamericansports.com. So we're about ready to play ball again. And runner's going to go to second, and he's not even going to be challenged. The pinch runner is number 11, Abram Haynes, for the Pelicans. So now we have runners on second and third, no outs. It's really getting rough here for the Kittens. In the box is Malik Green for the Pelicans. There's a pitch, a high curveball. It was hanging up there forever, but it was actually over Green's head. He had no chance to offer at it. And with that base open, I don't expect Andre Green to deliver anything hittable to Malik Green. Why would you? There's a curveball, strike. No, it's not a strike. He missed. And so Malik Green will walk on 4 pitches. And the bases are loaded for the Pelicans once again here in the 6th inning. This has been a nightmarish inning for the Kittens. Coming up into the batter's box is LaAndre Dixon, a pinch hitter. He's getting in for the first time today. Bases loaded. No outs. Andre Green on the mound for the Kittens. Green winds up, delivers. That's a nasty little slider. Actually, that was a cutter. That was a cut fastball, and it nipped the outside corner. Strike one. Little Mariano Rivera action there. Delivers. And another cut fastball. Woo, that was some mean stuff right there. Strike two. Where's that been in this inning? Green. Well, Green has a nasty little breaking ball there. Winds up, fires, and that's a changeup, and he swings underneath it. It was a drop third strike, but he slaps the tag on Leandre Dixon, and he is down on strikes. So that gets the first out of the inning for the Kittens as Andre Green had to reach into his toolkit and break out his nasty stuff, and that's one away for the Kittens here in the top of the sixth. Into the box is number 7, B.J. McClay. Fires, fastball. Ball one. Another, that's way outside, running fastball. Runners are hold. McClay with the bat. Green with the pitch inside, did not get the corner. That was a nice changeup. He's got some excellent off-speed and breaking stuff. I like what I've seen out of this kid. Definitely the kind of guy you want as a relief pitcher in these situations where you need certain pitches for certain situations. Green winds up, throws another changeup. That's a strike. So, 3-1 count. To McClay. Green winds up. Runners are going to go. Another changeup. It's bunted. Nice catch by the catcher. Key gets him. And we have a double play for the Kittens. Great job to get out of the inning. A diving heads-up alert catch by Larry Key. As, Key really did not have to lunge for that to get the out. It would have been an out on a two-strike bunt. That's 3 away. I don't know what they're running for. That's 3 away. Nope, there was a strikeout. That was 3 away, as I guess Port Allen was hoping for a little home cooking with the fourth out. That wasn't going to happen. So we have 3 away at the end of the 6th inning. The score, the Port Allen Pelicans 9 and the Southern Lab Kittens 0. You're watching Port Allen Pelicans baseball in Louisiana, allamericansports.com. What happened was they never
They missed it, so they couldn't come back and call him in the third.
They continued to bat out of order?
No, they didn't. I had it right here. They only batted one time out of order.
So did they skip to the next guy?
And they went to the first time they batted out of order, they never got it.
But did the coach ever skip and correct it? Because
He corrected it.
he did before he was called out? No, he shouldn't have done. Yeah, the ump shouldn't have done that. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He never got it.
Yeah, you're
But
correct.
he went to him a piece of paper and he told me he was batting out. No, he wasn't. He was batting right then. They batted right through in the
Yeah, you're supposed to appeal either when it happens or if the team continues to bat out of
right,
order.
but
Now,
they
if
never
they fixed
did
it,
continue.
yeah,
They never did continue.
Yeah, that's
But
that
then
was
that's when he called that run out on first base.
yeah, that was a boo boo. That was a bad call.
He made a bad call. Now, when I caught it, I know.
Shame on him. Old Blue is in some hot water.
Oh, yeah. All right, Tyler. You made some bad calls.
Tyler Jackson batting left-handed. He swings through the first pitch delivered by Abear, who is in his 6th inning of work, and that is strike one. So 0-2 count to Jackson. Abear fires. That's way outside. Jackson did not bite. And it's a 1-2 count to Jackson. Abear delivers. Oh, nasty slider, but could not get the back door. Oh, that was close. 2-2 count. So could not quite kick in the back door, and we'll do it again. 2-2 pitch right down Broadway. He swings through it. He's down on strikes. So that is the first out of the inning, and Abear continuing to coast on his way to a shutout, as he now has 5 1/3 scoreless innings here in the bottom of the 6th, and number 12, Jonah Granger, the third baseman, is now in the batter's box.
Watch the ball. Watch the ball. Keep your head still.
That's high. Ball one.
Get high. Watch the ball, baby boy. Keep your head still.
And there's the fastball. And he rips one right down the third base line through the hole, and he's in there with a single. So Southern Lab has its 6th hit of the ball game.
All right, hook.
In the last inning, the Port Allen Pelicans had 4 runs on just 1 hit. No errors by the Kittens. There were a lot of runs walked in, and a lot of stolen bases and a couple of pass balls. The runner's going to go to second uncontested, and so now the Kittens have a runner in scoring position as that ball trickles past Morris Miller, the catcher. In the batter's box is Darryl Hubbard for the Kittens, first baseman, number 4. And fouls it off. So apparently Hubbard actually took a piece of that last pitch, so it's an 0-2 count. Not 1-1 as I had indicated on your screen. That's been corrected at home. Runner on second, taking a healthy lead, checks the runner, fires, running fastball, smack to the outfield, and is going to catch it, and that will hold the runner at second. Nice catch there by number 3, Lorenzo Osborne, and we have 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Number 24, Calvin Thomas, coming in up to bat to hopefully try to bring this runner home.
Come on, don't leave him on the bag. Don't leave him on second, Cal. Watch the ball, Cal.
So Thomas looks. There's the pitch. Running fastball. Strike one. Gets the outside corner.
Don't watch him go by you. Come on, hit something.
Looks. Another fastball outside. They're going to try to get him at third. He is safe. The runner makes it safely so. Southern Lab that much closer to tacking one on the board and breaking up this shutout for Alex Abear, who has 5 2/3 scoreless innings here so far. Bottom of the 6th. And you can hear Coach LeBoard telling him, just worry about getting the out. Don't worry about the runner. So Granger has a chance to score another running fastball, and Thomas does not chase it, and that is ball 2. 2-1 count to Thomas. Runner on second. 2 down. Bottom of the 6th. There's a fastball. It's ripped right to the second baseman, and it's gone. He's out. Good play, and that'll be the end of the inning, and Alex Abear hangs another 0. 6 scoreless innings. The score, the Southern Lab Kittens trailing the Port Allen Pelicans 9-0. You're watching Southern Lab Baseball on Louisiana All-American Sports.com. So, Southern University goes down in order in the third inning, as did TSU. So, Texas Southern now in the bottom of the fourth at Lee Hines Field in North Baton Rouge. Texas Southern 2, the Southern University Jaguars 0, going into the bottom of the fourth inning. Also in high school baseball action, we have a really nice pitching matchup. Ross Massey for Catholic High School is on the mound against the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. Ross Massey, of course, is a top 50 prospect for the class of 2015. Max Scroller on the mound for Denham Springs. That game in Denham Springs, Louisiana, just underway with Scroller on the mound. So, Port Allen bringing their guy into the box, and we're ready to get this seventh inning underway. Green delivers a changeup, and it's going to be belted to the shortstop. He fires and gets him out at first. That was money. So good job there by the shortstop. As Keenan Granger on the 6-4 out sits down the first batter in the order as Donald Vance couldn't quite reach the bag in time. Good job by the Kittens, and that's going to bring, for the Pelicans, got to get the license plate on that truck there. That looks like number 8. That's Kevin Ransom into the box for Port Allen. Strike one to Ransom. Green, he tried to deliver a slider. Unfortunately, the slider did not slide until it plunked Ransom in his back. So that's going to send him to first, and that had some velocity on it. He's going to feel that tomorrow morning, I promise you that, but he's young. He can take it. Their bruises don't hang around as long as people in their 20s and 30s. Well, that backdoor slider hit him right in his caboose, so to speak. Runner on first. One down, top of the seventh. Looks like he's okay. And so that'll bring into the box number 2, Arrow West. Sliding curveball, and very easily Kevin Ransom will steal second. And actually, Old Blue called that a strike on the outside corner on that curveball, so not all was lost on that pitch. There's another pitch, and it's another slider, but the slider does not slide. You got to take that one out of your repertoire if the breaking ball doesn't break, because all he's doing is putting runners on and giving them bruises. So at some point, I can only imagine either Coach Thompson or Coach Holden telling him to take that one out. If you're going to go backdoor slider to a right-handed batter and it doesn't slide, you're going to give up a lot of free RBIs, and that's what's on the verge of happening here in this inning. Runners on first and second, one away in the seventh inning. I'm sure Andre Green would like to hang a 0. He's got some good breaking stuff. Outside. Oh, no, they're going to give him the outside corner as Lorenzo Osborne takes strike one. There's the pitch, fastball. It's going to be, swings a little late. It's going to go right to the second baseman. He can't pick it up in time. That's going to be an infield hit. The runner comes home. He is safe, And, boy, they're piling it on now as Kevin Ransom comes across home plate, and they're going to hang double digits on the board as Port Allen's lead extends to 10-0. I'm going to call that one an error on the Kittens, not an infield hit, as the second baseman should have picked that one up and easily tossed the runner out in first, but instead the runner will advance. That's an unearned run for the Pelicans, and it is now 10-0 in favor of Port Allen. Into the batter's box is Alex Hebert, who will try to tack on some more runs and help himself out a little bit. Although with Hebert with 6 scoreless innings, it doesn't look like he's in danger of anything except for possibly losing his shutout in the next inning. There's the pitch from Green. It's a changeup, fouled off strike one. Little early on that one there. Runners on first and second. One down here in the seventh, strike one to Alex Hebert. And it's another changeup outside. He's going to pop it up in the air. He couldn't make the basket catch. It goes right through his glove. So that's going to be an E8. And Osborne's going to advance to second. Runner gets on first. Bases are loaded. One away. Another error. That's the 6th error of the game for the Kittens as Port Allen looks to extend their lead here in the top of the 7th inning with one away as it is 10-0. A tough break there as Tyler Jackson spotted it up. He had the ball. It hit him right in his glove, but he did not close the glove in time. That's got to be frustrating for an outfielder. I know what that feels like. I played that position in high school, and sometimes the ball just doesn't fall your way. Looks a heck of a lot easier on the MLB network than it is in real life when you're a high school student. Into the box is Morris Miller, the catcher, number 18 for the Pelicans. Ball one to Miller. Green delivers. That's a kind of a wacky cut fastball. It's going to drop into the left center field, and those runners are going to start coming around. Here come the Pelicans. 1 run scores, 2 runs score as both Arrow West and Lorenzo Osborne come around. The other runners are on first and second. That's a base hit for the Pelicans, and that will bring in. That's a 2-run RBI shot from Morris Miller, the catcher. He's definitely had his ups and downs at the plate, but that's a dandy, and that's going to tack on a couple of runs as that's an even dozen for the Port Allen Pelicans. They lead the Kittens 12-0. So stepping into the box now, number 4, Captain Malik Green of the Pelicans. He's a junior. He reached and scored on his he reached on a walk and scored in his last at bat. And it's ball 2 to Malik Green from Andre Green. I don't think there's any relation there. There's a curveball, and it gets the outside corner, strike one. One away, runners on first and second. Two unearned runs, 1 earned run here. And there's a changeup to Green, fouled off, strike 2. So 2 unearned runs, 1 earned run for the Pelicans. Runners on first and second. Malik Green in the batter's box, 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on, 1 away. Green delivers, changeup, and it's popped up in the air. A little early on that one. That off-speed pitch that Andre Green has is nasty. It's brought in by the right fielder. That's Calvin Thomas who made the catch. But they're going to say the runner's safe at third, and so we have runners on second and third. They will advance. So that pop-up not totally to no avail. Thomas gets the out, 2 away. Runners on second and third here in the 7th inning as Andre Green trying to get out with minimal damage. Fastball runs outside. Good job blocking the ball by Larry Key. And it's ball 1. So Leandre Dixon up in the count 1-0 already. Swings right through it. Strike 1. 1-1 pitch coming to Dixon. Another changeup. Woo! Woo! Boy, that off-speed pitch is nasty. He just froze Dixon up, and now it's strike two. So here comes the 1-2 pitch. Another changeup. Boy, they just don't look like they know what to do with it. As Malik Green was late, and Leandre Dixon was a little early on this one. Another changeup, swings through it, chops it right to Green. Green will take the easy out at first base, and that's how the inning will end as Port Allen gets 3 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, 2 runners stranded. And in the middle of the 7th inning, the score is the Port Allen Pelicans 12, the Southern Lab Kittens 0. You're watching Port Allen Pelicans baseball on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. So Andre Green trying to help his cause out, fouls one off, 1-1 count. Meanwhile, in college baseball, Southern University has runners up. Nope, that's it. They had runners on the corners, stranded both runners, and the Jaguars are scoreless after 4. Texas Southern leading Southern University 2-0, heading into the top of the 5th inning. Southern U, it's bad. I don't know that sounds right. I mean, I know it's really bad. Meanwhile, LSU and Ole Miss underway at Swayze Field in Oxford. That game just starting. There's no score. Andre Reed. I got to stop doing that. Andre Green reaches on a walk, and so the Kittens have a runner on with no outs in the 7th inning. Alex Hebert trying to nail down his complete game shutout. Into the game is Larry Key, top of the order. And Key is going to try to hopefully advance his teammate. A pinch runner in for Andre Green. Can't get the license on that truck yet. Meanwhile, running fastball hit right to the shortstop. That's going to... Oh, he bobbles it, so looks like Key will reach on the error. And the pinch runner, number 21, Kamani Butler, will advance to second base. And now, there are runners in scoring positions. That is the first error of the game for the Pelicans. Probably couldn't come at a worse time as Hebert is trying to get that complete game shutout. And instead, he will face a batter now with runners in scoring position. There's a changeup outside, nips the corner to number 20, Chaz Foster, who's also pinch hitting into the game for the first time, and it's a 1-0 count. Hebert delivers fastball, swings right underneath it, and then very quickly it's 0-2 as Foster is way down on the count, and Hebert again has another Kittens batter in the palm of his hands. Delivers fastball low and away. He perhaps the take as Foster wisely takes, and it's a 1-2 count to Chaz Foster. And that's a high breaking ball, 2-2. Chase Foster at the bat. 2-2 pitch, 2 on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Fastball, changeup, low, and it's going to be ball 3. So we have a full count. This is the best opportunity the Kittens have had all day long to hang a run on the board, and here comes Hebert from the stretch. The pitch, oh, that was nasty. So a running fastball. Oh, actually, that's just a fastball nipping the middle outside of the plate. And Chase Foster goes down on strikes. 1 away for the Pelicans. And stepping into the box now is, looks like number 11, Keenan Granger. And he smacks it right to second base. It's scooped up. Oh, good effort there. I don't think he would have gotten the out anyway, though. So we're going to score that a hit for the Kittens. And that is their 7th hit of the game. They have the bases loaded. So Granger reaches. Nate Wicker into the batter's box. There's the pitch outside, fastball, ball 1. So Alex Hebert, who has hung 6 zeros on the board, an opportunity for a complete game shutout in the balance. That pitch is low. He swings right through it on the low outside fastball, and it's 1-1. As this is about the most Alex Hebert has perspired. Oh, he gets that outside corner again on the fastball. 2 strikes, 1 ball. So Nate Wicker does have to protect the plate to keep that at-bat going. Most that Hebert's had to sweat since the 4th inning, and Hebert just keeps the at-bat. Wicker keeps the at-bat alive against Hebert with a foul ball, as it's a 1-2 count. Bases loaded, 1 away, 1-2 count to Nate Wicker. Nate Wicker playing second base. It's from the stretch, and he decks it, and there goes the shutout as Nate Wicker has a 2 RBI single as runners will score. Both Key and Butler come around and score. There goes the complete game shutout for Hebert in the bottom of the 7th. And still an excellent job by Hebert thus far as Southern Lab cuts the lead down 12-2. So the shutout is gone. Runners are on first and second. That's another hit racked up in the inning. So that's the 2nd hit of the inning for the Kittens. That was 1 unearned run, 1 earned run. Swinging right through it is number 8, Tyler Jackson. Jackson batting left-handed. Hebert delivers. Fastball swings right through it, strike 2. Jackson struck out on his last appearance against Hebert. Hebert has definitely had his way with Jackson so far today. And runner's going to go to third, and he is out. He is meat. And so that will be the 2nd out of the inning. Comes a little late, though, for Hebert, who's already lost his shutout. The runner, however, on first did advance to second. There's the pitch, fastball. Looked like a foul tip, but he's out. That's the end of the ball game. The final score: the Port Allen Pelicans defeating the Southern Lab Kittens in a home game here at Port Allen's Field. The final score, the Port Allen Pelicans 12, the Southern Lab Kittens 2. I hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of today's game. You can watch it again at any time on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. And, of course, we will be uploading that also to YouTube, so you can search on YouTube for Port Allen Southern Lab Baseball on YouTube, or again, rewatch the game on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. I'd like to thank you for joining us. I'd like to thank Port Allen High School for having us in their home with Coach Josh Laborde, also Coach Leroy Thompson of the Southern Lab Kittens for allowing us to broadcast this team today. That's the end of the ball game. The final score, 12-2, Port Allen coming out on top. This is Eric Hatfield for LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. Have a good rest of your afternoon.